to the floor. Robin Hawkins.
Remember that Robin had total reconstructive knee surgery. She injured her knee, tore her ACL after 5 meets last season, but she still earned SEC Freshman of the Year honors.
And she was the number 5 ranked all-arounder last year until she blew out her knee. So she is talented, Dawn.
I'm just amazed that she's back, because the blown-out knee, when I was in college, that would end your career, but not anymore. Robin's back, and she's doing great. She opens with a whip back through to a double tuck. Again, they are capable of bigger tumbling passes, but I think they're kind of playing it safe just to have consistent scores.
Georgia's Christy Litchie at 9.875 for her beam work.
In Alabama's last meet against Florida, Sarah pulled Robin from the floor exercise because she said, even though you never know she had major knee surgery, we know it, and we're going to try to rest her as much as we can. We have that luxury this year with the depth, with so many freshmen and sophomores, and they're taking advantage of that. This is a young team, an outstanding young team. They finished 3rd in the nation last year. They consider that a big victory because they made it to the Super 6 finals. The previous year they finished 9th, and so that was a big victory, a big coup for them last year to finish 3rd. Finishes with a double full. She's a fun gymnast to watch. She has so much explosive energy. You know, I mentioned the SEC, the most competitive conference in the country for women's gymnastics. They captured the top 3 spots at nationals last year. Georgia 1, Florida 2, Alabama 3, and LSU finished number 9. First pass, whip back, through to a double tuck, nice and high, drops out of the sky. Nice. This is her second tumbling pass. 2.5 twist. Difficulty on the landing, but not a big deal.
Waiting to score for Robin Hawkins.
Georgia, Chris, put all the pieces of the puzzle together in '98. They went 35-0, won the SECs, the regionals, the nationals, had top 2 gymnasts in the country.
9.875 for Hawkins. We're coming back. Georgia, Alabama. More in a minute. Chris Marlowe and Maura Driscoll back in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. One of the great spots in the country for women's gymnastics. The only thing we haven't had tonight, Maura, is a 10. Let's see if Stacey Galloway can do something about that.
Don't usually see them on the balance beam. Vault and bars and maybe floor, but beam is just so tough, especially in an away arena. But Georgia has been flawless on this event. Big tumbling. Oh my gosh, that's like a tumbling pass you'd see on the floor exercise. Round off back handspring, lay out, step out. I'm surprised you could fit all that.
For Alabama to have any kind of a chance, Georgia would have to have some major bobbles, even minor falls, major falls.
And you know what? I think they are in the zone, and I really don't see it happening. They're so focused, and that's what this event requires. Focus and concentration, precision, all of which they're excelling at very well. Before coming to Georgia, Stacey represented her country, Canada, at the '92 Olympic Games. She's a 5-time Canadian national team member and a 2-time world championship competitor. She, too, was out all last season after re-injuring her left knee in the first meet of the season.
A lot of people don't realize how dangerous and how injured you can get in the sport of gymnastics.
And you know, the torn ACL, I mean, the knee, that is the most common injury in this sport because of the twisting. There's so much twisting. It's just like getting your cleat stuck in the mud and running the other way. It's that plant and twist, and it's very common. She finishes with a beautiful double back.
It won't be a 10, but it will be a solid score. Another solid score for Georgia.
Again, the exclamation point at the end of the routine, a double back dismount, lots of difficulty, lots of height, and a perfect landing.
Solid. Good job, Jackie.
So Georgia, lots of hugs tonight as the #2 team in the country with its sights set on being #1 after this meet.
And you know what? These teams, don't forget, they meet each other again at the SEC Championships and then at Nationals. So it goes on and on. Twice during the regular season, the SECs, the Nationals. What's great about this matchup is that it's a terrific barometer for both of these teams to see where they stand in the country.
Back to the floor. Lissy Smith is up at a 9.775 against Minnesota. Can tell you Stacey Galloway 9.825. So Georgia continues to rack up the points.
Lissy is one of 5 sophomores on the Alabama Crimson Tide squad. She opens with a double pike. Nicely done. For the freshmen and the sophomores from Alabama, this is great preparation for Nationals because you meet top teams week in and week out in the SEC. Every meet has the feel of a big meet. It doesn't get much bigger than this, Alabama and Georgia. Very clean tumbling.
Sarah Patterson, David Patterson, Brian Marshilla, the coaching staff for Alabama. In one way, they should be happy with the way things have gone despite poor beam work. If they hit on beam, they'd be right there.
Absolutely, they would. And, you know, they are the #1 ranked team in the country on the floor exercise. They're learning. They're growing.
Yeah.
They're a young team, and they're building. And every single week, they get better and better. You know, maybe they miss a little here, but they gain a little over here. And that's all she can expect from them.
You know what this music's from?
I do not.
It's a contemporary hit, Perry Mason, from my time.
So that's why I didn't know.
That's the one
now
tune.
I feel much better.
That's the one tune I do recognize.
Oh, my goodness.
Where's Paul Drake when you need him? So Lissy Smith, who has been pretty good tonight.
And she started out with a very big tumbling pass. A beautiful double pike. 2 flips backward, pike position. Little leg separation. That is a D element worth 1/10 of bonus. And her final tumbling run. It requires so much stamina to finish the routine. It's a double full. Trust me, you're out of breath by the time that tumbling pass comes around.
9.85. A new career high for Lissy Smith. All right, coming up next, the great Karen Litchie. She can clinch the all-around with a big performance. Stay with us.